kind of a crazy one. Kind of fun. Just the music went really well with it. So, I felt like the music and the changing of the images just were hitting beats at the same time. Nice mix of colors. The only thing for me, it was just a little hard to watch because of the flashing was happening so fast. It kind of hurt my head, hurt my eyes a little bit. But and I like the change of music toward the end because it was getting a little bit repetitive for me. So I liked the change. I thought this was creative and individually unique and fun to watch, except for the flashing. That part was a little bit difficult. But like I said, that was the only thing. It kept me intrigued and wondering, oh, what do these images mean? But at the same time, it was just fun to kind of go along for the ride. So good job.
I thought Anima was great. I liked the use of colors. I liked the textures. I liked the style of animation or art. I thought that the editing was done really well. Like, just shout out to the editor because I know that that's a lot of like quick cuts in and out. Um, I think that the music paired really nicely too. I think that it went along very well with the pacing of it to kind of like keep you on your toes and almost had like a little bit of a sense of like anxiety behind it with the beat. But yeah, I thought visually it was super interesting and very pleasant to watch. I even like paused it a few times because I wanted to like see the pieces for longer. So um, I wonder, it's a quick piece, but I wonder how long it actually took to create each of the pieces and then like edit it all together. Um, it feels like a lot of work went into this and making it what it is. So great job.
Anima really enjoyed this art video piece, these paintings that are so vibrant, so colorful, and set to a soundtrack of techno pop like music that was so suitable because of the brightness of the piece. I had to stop and pause the video several times because I didn't want to miss the pieces, and they're only on the screen for such a short time. There looked to be like some 80s influence in this work, a touch of graffiti-like influence, just gorgeous abstract expressions, different strokes and patterns, and a lot of play with that. Really enjoyable.
I just got done watching Anima #1. I loved this. Such a cool concept. And the music, I think, was the thing that grabbed my attention first. But then it was the art style that held my attention and where they were going with it. I loved how the filmmakers did these different kind of art styles, and then they went from color into monochrome, and it was just really creative, and it was edited really well. I enjoyed this so much.
If I had to sum this up into one word, I think that word would be trippy. Just such a trip. I absolutely just enjoyed watching this one. Just sort of just sitting back and taking it in. Just a very cool sequence of images that just absolutely keeps you engaged, and the music pairs well with what we're seeing. Just all in all, just a really wildly creative piece that really just had me in awe that someone can dream all this up and commit it to a video and put it out there for me to enjoy. Just yeah, round of applause, great work.
All right, so I just finished watching Anima, which was a piece I ended up enjoying. I think pulling off these type of ideas are quite difficult. It requires very sleek editing and nice creative direction. I thought the piece was able to capture that. I thought it had a really great match with the music. It just sort of had like a rhythm and a pace that made the piece feel very cohesive. Even though there was obviously a lot of abstract art at the center of it, I thought that it was able to take form and shape in ways that I thought was sort of designed for the viewer in particular to allow you to sort of interpret how you felt about certain images or certain sequences of images and colors. And I thought that the piece had a very sort of thoughtful construct in the kind of images you saw and the sequences in which they showed up. And I thought that the music especially gave it sort of a narrative form. a kind of cadence that really I thought it helps you along as an audience member, taking all these images because it's quite it's an intense experience to watch it. So I thought that he was designed in a way that allowed it to still work that way, but still be accessible. So I thought that pulling that off really took a lot of precise editing in particular. So I thought the piece was well done in that aspect, and was just an interesting visual experience in general. So I ended up enjoying it overall.
Amina, it's a compilation of abstract artistic images flashing on the black screen. And we see that primary colors are being repeated in several abstract forms. It doesn't appear to have any particular pattern other than being in sync with the music, but there is one repetitive image. It's the black and white figure image that continuously appears, which is like a image of a person, and it appears to almost be dancing in tune with the rhythm of the music. And so I would be very curious to know what the meaning behind it is. If there is some sort of significance to the images that we're seeing, or if it's just meant to be this abstract compilation of artistic work. So yeah, it would just be great to hear a little bit more about what the writer wanted out of this.